This is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music, and it's week 3 in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Today, it's an Atlantic Division clash between the 1-1 Carolina Skyhawks and the 1-1 Florida Storm. Good afternoon, everybody, from the Eye. This is your Commissioner, Cameron Irvine, alongside Eddie Gage, Tom Rahman, Rochelle Colston, Tazzy Blackwell on stats. Eddie, take it away. We're happy to be here.
Get terrifying. Know the deal. Look to your friends to the left and right of you and sing along with me. What up, though? We got a prime game hitting this afternoon, Cam. You just saw the link, and Carolina is sensing blood in the water. Carolina facing off against Florida today with their head coach in retirement mode. They got a new guy over there in Art Vanderlei. Carolina looking to take advantage of that and come away with a win today, Cam.
9-mile-an-hour wind. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we are about to get underway. With Jacksonville's loss last night, winner of this one moves into a tie for the division lead. 1-1 Florida, 1-1 Carolina. Carolina will kick to start the game. Whistle Jones has the ball on the tee and a hand in the air. Hair too, I guess. Let's go. Kick it. We're underway. Justice Blackwell on the return. Florida in their all red get-ups today with the light blue numbers. Return out of the 22. Carolina black helmets, the gray jerseys and pants, the revenge set, bright red numbers. 1st and 10 for Ron Cochran. Here we go.
Be a good game today, Cam. I'm looking forward to see how this plays out with this new look Florida team.
Played much better last week than they did in week 1. Florida always gets off to some slow starts. Week 1 not their friend, but looked pretty good last week as Ron Cochran goes 7 steps back, fires it over to E.J. Minson. That's a pickup of 9 on the first play. Tackle made by Mark Martin and others for Carolina. 2nd down.
2nd down and 3 coming up, Cam, and I'm just waiting for some technical issues to be resolved here in the background, Cam, as I currently have no video. You paused me, Cam.
Well, that's the theme of this game, I guess. You got it back now, Eddie?
I do, sir. Thank you.
All right, there you go. It's Bullet Valetsky takes the handoff, going to lose 2 yards. We missed Damon Simeon very much. He was supposed to join us today, but had some technical issues on his end that couldn't be resolved. So here I am as your substitute teacher. Shravan Prasad lost of 2 yards, 3rd down. 3rd and 3, trying to avoid a 3-and-out to start the game. Beletsky gets to the outside, won't get there. Carolina shuts it down. 3-and-out as David Ware on the outside able to make the play.
Yeah, he made the play, but Alex Dominguez and Red Sawyer helped make that play by getting a good push up front and slowing down Beletsky's progress.
Now, how would they do that, Eddie, if they play with Beletsky? I think you were talking about Ryan Ray and John Neville. We're a little discombobulated over here. Hey, in other news, Portland's got a touchdown in the other game. Let's get you an update on that. It's 17-7. That game is in the 2nd quarter. And good start for Carolina. Matt South comes out of their own 28-yard line for Carolina's first offensive possession. South's going to start with a pass and had to avoid Rhett Sawyer, as mentioned by Eddie a couple minutes earlier, as Logan Jack gets the check down, picks up 2.
Rhett Sawyer was looking to make his 200th career SFL sack and came just short.
Now, maybe we'll get to settle the beef later. Apparently, Eddie is mad at me, so he's really upset he's got to call a game with me. We'll find out what that's all about in our first chance we get here. 2nd and 8, Matt South fires down the field. That's caught. 1st down, the 43-yard line. Harish Prasad moving over to the right side of the field, Eddie, this season. It's a 1st down for the Skyhawks.
He is. He took a pay cut this offseason, something a lot of owner players don't like to do, but he's a team guy, and he decided to share the load this season. But one thing, Cam, I can see right off the back that Florida does differently that their previous head coach, Max Paul, did not do. They play a 4-3 defense.
And there it is again. 4-3 look for Florida. South's going to drop back 3 steps, flip it out to Jack very quickly, and Logan Jack's got 5 yards. Adrian Blaine had the tackle 2 plays ago. Big kind of moment for this safety, as Florida doesn't usually have the youth that Adrian Blaine has on this defense.
They do not. They tend to have a lot of veteran players. I remember talking to Max Paul several months ago when I visited Miami. A lot of those guys actually work together part-time when they're not playing football, Cam.
3rd and 4, 3 wide receivers for Matt South trying to get into Florida territory. South and far to the top of the screen. Caught. Harish Prasad. First down to the Florida 43-yard line. Back-to-back first downs thanks to Harish, and Carolina's moved the chains.
I said it before, Cam, and I'll say it again. Harish Prasad is probably the league's best route runner.
Prasad, 2 catches, 23 yards here early, and Matt South's 4 for 4 for 30 yards on this opening drive. South, deep drop back now. Goes long to Heath McDaniel Jr. Knocked away and nearly intercepted. That pass initially knocked down by Evan Carroll. And Blaine was also in the area.
He was. They had 2 shots at picking that ball off. And unfortunately for Florida fans, come up just short. But great job nonetheless of batting that ball away.
Carroll got the paw up, even hit him in the helmet. 2nd down on South's first incompletion of the ball game. Carolina and Florida just met twice in their history, which is crazy. Didn't have their first meeting until divisions were established in season 16. Carolina has never beaten Florida as Logan Jack picks up 5, but Eddie, the SFL is all about making history. St. Louis got their first win in Atlanta in franchise history earlier today, so there's always a first time for everything.
First time for everything, and Carolina coming into this game, Cam, leading the SFL through 2 games, scoring almost 37 points a game, Cam.
South over to Jack, and that high-powered offense is going to stall out just outside of field goal range. Logan Jack is slow to get up, and Jack is hurt. Jack is hurt. He looked like for a moment he was going to get up, but Logan Jack is down.
And that would be a big loss, hopefully, for Carolina fans. He's just got a stinger or something because he took a shot. And like you said, was slow to get up, caught on a spin move, and hopefully he can come back, Cam.
The ball popped out of there. It was almost like Logan couldn't wait to get rid of it. He was in some pain. And that is the last thing that Carolina wanted to see here early in this game.
Talking to Max Paul, former head coach of this Florida franchise, about Logan Jack, and he just complimented him on his speed and said like he was faster than anybody else on the field all week in practice.
I knew that Harish was going to blame that injury on me. I was just waiting for it in the chat. It's just not fair. Ball down at the 4-yard line.
You were calling that game along with the convention. When he got hurt.
The last thing I wanted to see is a major Carolina injury to put that blame on me. But that is a good punt there down at the 4-yard line. So Ron Cochran going to start deep in his own territory. Scoreless game, 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. Paulie Truce there to the right of Cochran on that line. They're going to hand it off to Boletsky running behind. Oh, nice job by Clint Hendershot. Came out of nowhere. Hits Boletsky in the backfield. -1 yards on 3 carries for Bullet here in the first quarter.
Great tackle by Clint Hendershot, and coming to this game, he trailed Espen Royale, who is 6 tackles shy of passing him. He needs 6 tackles more to get 1,035 on his career.
2 wide, bottom of the screen, handoff Boletsky, cut it back middle. Nice job by Bullet. Otherwise, that was going to be another loss. That is a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Phil Hall was in the area.
These finesse backs, Cam, they are tough to tackle in the open field. Bullet had 2 would-be tacklers in front of him, and he made both of them look silly.
3rd and 7 from the 6th. 6th play for Florida, still looking for their first move of the chains. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of the screen. Short side right. The pass is picked off, thrown right to Mark Martin. Wasn't even close. What was Ron looking at on that play?
I'm not sure, Cam, but that's his 3rd career interception of his young tenure here in the SFL. None bigger than that one, as he's going to set up Carolina in immediate scoring range here in the SFL red zone.
Looks like Christopher Colon was getting pressure inside on Ron, and Mark Martin, one of the easiest picks he'll ever see, and that'll set up Carolina nicely in the red zone. 1st and goal at the 9, but Carolina's got to rely on backup running back Jarrett Grimes. With Logan Jack out, we still have no report on his injury. They're going to hand it off to Grimes up the middle, and Grimes will pick up 1. They'll bring up 2nd and goal.
You know, I'm very interested to see how defensive tackles Rhett Sawyer and Alex Dominguez pair up this season. They've been getting a lot of pressure. They had 6 tackles for loss as a unit last week. We'll see how they fare out today.
Stephen Black on that tackle. Prasad and McDaniel top of the screen. Goes to the bottom. Touchdown. Carolina first on the board. It's Vince DeSantis.
Vince DeSantis runs a 9 route right up the seam and gets his 2nd career SFL touchdown. That's the biggest one is he's had. He's looking to take on the 3-time defending champs and gets Carolina on the scoreboard first, Cam.
DeSantis this season, 4 catches, 19 yards, and that is the biggest play of his last few weeks. Carolina takes full advantage of the Mark Martin touchdown, or interception rather, and Vince DeSantis from Matt South gets our first points on the board of the day. South has started 6 for 7, and Carolina has an early 7-0 lead here at the I.
You want to pull off an upset against a team that many feel are better than you? No better way to do it than to force turnovers and take advantage of those turnovers by turning them into points.
Carolina will kick it away. Myth84 in the chat talking about the all-time sackers as Blackwell gets to the 25-yard line. Dominguez is 1st, and Rhett Sawyer is 6th. Dominguez, Eddie, is 1 away from a milestone no one has ever achieved.
200 for his career if he can find a way to get one today. He almost had one earlier on Matt South and just missed him. R.Y. Smith, by the way, that is Rhett Sawyer, Cam.
Wasn't looking for a shameless plug at all as Bullet Boletsky gets the reception out to the 28-yard line, 4-yard pickup. And Jack is done for the day emphatically. And the uphill climb for Carolina just got a whole lot steeper.
It sure did, because I'm sure, as we saw here early on, he's a big part of their game plan. I was speaking with the head coach, offensive coordinator, Hattori Sanzo, pregame, and he said he had a big plan of using him right up the gut versus this Florida defense.
So 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line, and the handoff will go to Boletsky. Boletsky breaks a tackle, has a first down to the 35-yard line. First time we've really gotten to see Boletsky get out and about in the open field. Wrapped up at the end of the play by Monty Wyatt, but Florida's got a first down.
In Boletsky's 3rd season, he has a quick twitch about himself that gets him extra yardage downfield. We saw a great example of it right there.
First down to the 35 now for Florida, down 7-0, 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Pass down the field, top Blackwell. The 46-yard line, pickup of 11. Hendershot and Vasquez in the area.
Orders coverage, Cam. The linebackers got out of there at the snap of the ball, and they just threw it right where they just left from, trying to take away the deep ball, but it leaves the middle of the field wide open.
Cochran's 3 for 4 for 24 yards. First down to the 46, ball on the right hash, seemingly this entire drive. Carolina shifts to the strong side. Cochran against 4-man rush. Flips it out to a wide open Boletsky. Plenty of open field. First down. the 42-yard line, pickup of 12. Back-to-back first downs for Florida.
Back-to-back in 2 straight plays, Carolina comes out in that quarters coverage, giving you everything up underneath, and Florida is happy to take it.
Boletsky came into the week 10 yards behind leading the league in rushing yards. Going to have to do a lot to catch Kevin Say after his masterful performance last night. DC hung 50 on Lone Star. Hand off to Boletsky. Boletsky gets away from a diving defender who was doing everything he could to reach Boletsky, but he picks up 8 to the 34 of Carolina.
And Cam, I don't know if that'll make the SFL top 10 of the week, but wow, that was impressive. Jumped over a would-be tackler to get extra yardage. Look at that young man. Only in his 3rd season, looking like an SFL veteran out here.
David Ware selling out, and then Hendershot missed the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and 2 at the 34. Easily the best drive of the day here for Florida coming down the end of the first quarter.
And now you got Atlanta representation in the chat telling you it's your fault, Cam.
Oh, man. Let's get all 24 teams in here. Why don't we? Bullet inside again. Cuts to make a move for some more yards. First down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't get the number of who made him cut inside. Actually, it was Clint Hendershot who made him cut inside. But Bullet is a smart running back. You can't quite teach vision, Cam. You can try it in practice all you want, but that's something you have to be born with.
8 carries, 35 yards. Florida at the Carolina 29. 2:28 to go in the quarter. And Boletsky able to get through some blocks to pick up 4. Carolina's defensive front doing a nice job. They're moving bodies up front, but just couldn't get to him that time.
They are, and Clint Hendershot got blocked very well once again by this front line of Florida, and they're doing a great job getting him some open looks out here.
8th play of the drive coming up here for Florida. Cochran back to pass, flips it out to Boletsky. Boletsky had to wait for the football, spins away from one, and then Prasad drives him backwards. That's going to force a 3rd down. The 9th play upcoming.
3rd and 2, but it should have been 3rd and a mile. But Bullet once again was able to make a defender miss and pick up an additional 5 yards. This man is special.
Cochran now 5 for 6. 3rd down and 2 for Florida. Cochran clean pocket. Again, dumps it off to Boletsky. Nobody is on him, and it gets into the red zone to the 16-yard line. Boletsky now has 12 touches in the first quarter, on pace for 48.
Just taking what the defense gives you, whether it's been nickel or a base 4-3, they played a lot of quarters coverage, wondering how deep that playbook is for the defense, but Florida just continues to just dump this ball off to Bullet.
2 backs and 2 receivers. And off Boletsky running. Oh, no, actually Stanley Nordellis comes in and steals the touchdown for Florida. A battle of backup running backs here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and we talked about Bullet earlier, how special he looked, and his backup looked so special, you thought it was him for a moment. But wow, Florida is taking advantage of this soft box that Carolina continues to, bail out of there. I'm not sure quite why, but perhaps they saw something on film we haven't been exposed to yet, Cam. But Florida about to tie this ball game up.
That's the last thing Carolina wanted to see. They wanted to protect that lead as long as they could, playing without Jack, who's gone down to an early injury. Injuries are a part of the game, Eddie, but it's the early ones that hurt the most.
Yeah.
You just got to play so long without them.
Yeah, especially when they're a big focal part of your game plan. Like I said, I was speaking to Hotori Sanzo pregame, and he told me he planned on running a lot up the middle and taking advantage of this Florida defense. How he was going to do that, trying to run between Red Sawyer and Alex Dominguez, I don't know, but apparently he saw some things on practice.
Ethan Snead kicks the ball away. Sam Avalos on to return the kick. 2 yards deep in the end zone. Avalos makes the most of it. Gets out of the 23-yard line. And, a little bit's on Matt South now. 6 for 7 for 35 yards. He has played really well to start this season.
He has, Cam, and like I said, they have the #1 ranked offense. They've been passing the ball a lot, and not just a lot, but they've been throwing a deep ball, something that Hattori Hanzo is known for doing.
3 receivers for South. And they'll hand the ball off. Actually, had a bit of space. Closed down, pickup of 2 yards. That's Grimes, who we'll see a lot of today.
And you can see the level of talent, Cam, for this Carolina backfield has dropped off tremendously, as it took him quite a bit to get out of the gate.
Hand off again to Grimes. This time up the middle, picks up 4.
Yeah.
And, could be a blessing in disguise. Well, we're hitting the end of the first quarter. We'll get back to that here in a little bit. End of 1, Carolina 7 and Florida 7. A Mark Martin interception sets up the Skyhawks. Vince DeSantis touchdown. Then Nordellis gets the score for Florida. We're back in 3 seconds. Told you. Alongside Eddie Gage, Rochelle Colston, Tazzy Blackwell, Tom Rahman. I'm Cameron Irvine. 3rd down and 4 at the 30. One-on-one coverage on the outside. It's picked off. Thrown right to Carroll, and Carroll's gone. Pick 6, touchdown. Florida was pressing, and Evan Carroll destroys the whole play.
His 63rd career interception, and none of them were easier than that one. I don't think he took one step out of his stance once the quarterback, Matt South, said hike. He just stood there, waited. Look at it right here on the replay. Beautiful interception, taking advantage of it, getting both hands on the football, coming up with it, and spreading to the end zone.
And then at the end of the play, Prasad and Heath McDaniel Jr., it almost looked like they went helmet to helmet as they collided.
Anytime you got 2 receivers in the same area, a lot of times that's designed because you're trying to find ways to beat man coverage and rub routes. But Florida was in zone there, so easy pitch and catch.
It's gone from bad to worse here for the Skyhawks. As Ethan Snead's extra point just barely up and through, 14-7. Florida now up a touchdown. Just like that, 10:53 to go in the first half.
Just like that, but like you said, Ken, there's a lot of football left, and although that their tailback, Logan Jack, is out for the game, and he's a big focal part of their offense, they are known to pass the ball too, Cam, so they have other weapons they can rely on.
Like Avalos returning this kick. It's a bit shorter. You can see the wind, about a 6 yards difference in favor of Carolina at the moment. They'll start from the 25.
Next man up mentality. Tailbacks got to get his life right. They got to stay focused and locked in. And don't focus on Logan Jack. Focus on what you can do next man up, next play.
These are the moments where having a second running back could really help a squad. But instead, it's going to be Grimes. Going to get the carry. First down. Grimes, some space. Grimes breaks a tackle. First down to the 39. A pickup of 14 yards.
And perhaps that's what Hattori Hanzo was referring to when he said he planned on running up the middle, Cam. He saw some things on film that he could take advantage of. And Carolina with a big 14-yard gain there on fourth down.
Great block up front by Hanzo. He just moved Blaine right out of the way, who came up in the box at safety. Two receivers for South, bottom of the screen. South floated that one to Prasad. A little bit of a bump downfield. They had Grimes covered.
It was a bit of a bump, Cam, but wow, you can see him. He actually stopped. Now, that's, I'm a defensive guy, Cam, but that's justifiable for a pass interference. If he continues to run his route and at least pretends like he's going for the football, that's a clean play. But the fact that he stopped and, disturbed his route, that's grounds for a PI.
Second and 10 to the 39 after the incompletion. Just the third of the day for South so far. That pass wide open, caught McDaniel Jr. first down to the 45-yard line. Black on the tackle, and Eddie Ezekiel Love just put somebody's ankles on a milk carton in the other game, but Portland's still down 13.
Glad to see you multitasking, Cam, but on that play, Florida came out with a single safety high look, and that could have been disaster had he caught that ball cleanly and was able to keep his momentum.
Fresh set of downs for Carolina here. Now 2 receivers again, short side this time, top of the screen. Bunch of players for Florida right on the line of scrimmage. South, tried to get it to McDaniel Jr., who was wide open, but Stephen Black out of Ohio makes a tremendous play.
Yeah, single safety high look again. If he just puts a little bit more air up under that ball, Cam, he'll be running to the end zone right about now.
Needed a floater.
Yep.
Second down to the 45-yard line. South 7 of 11 for 51 yards. Jack steps up in the pocket, and that pass is caught. 6-yard gain for Heath McDaniel Jr., and that'll bring up a more manageable third down.
Yeah, Red Sawyer got some pressure on the quarterback on that play and made him move off of his spot, but he kept his eyes downfield on his intended target, and now it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Ball to Florida 39. Nice drive here for Carolina, but they stalled out in this area of the field once before. 9:08 to go in the first half. South hit by Sawyer as he threw, and once more, Carolina's drive stalls in Florida territory. Sawyer is making an impact on this first half.
He's been making an impact all season, Cam. Like I said, they had 6 tackles for loss last week. It's a 3-step drop. That ball's got to come out of his hand. As soon as he hits his back foot, he does not do so. He hesitated on the throw, and as a result, Carolina's going to have to punt this ball away.
Was that a surprise, Eddie, to see Sawyer go to Florida in the offseason?
I recruited him, and he said, "Thank you, sir, but no thank you. I want to go to a contender."
Well, to be fair, Florida and Arizona have the same record right now.
Yeah, but to be fair, Florida has 3 championships. I'm seeking my first.
Well, there you go. We lost you for a bit out in the internet universe, but we're back. 1st and 10 at the 12. If I'm calling a game and there's 2 games going at the same time, you better believe the internet's going to do something to make me upset.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 12. Portland's tacked on a field goal. That's down to a 10-point game. Cochran out of the shotgun will fire it over the middle. That pass is complete. First down of the 23, 11-yard game for Justice Blackwell.
Florida's coverage yet again, Cam. This runs a skinny post there, short route. Middle is wide open right where the linebacker just left, and they're going to move the chains.
Everybody's backing off for Carolina. It's almost like they just don't want to get beat deep.
Yep.
Cochran hit as he threw and brought down by Phil Hall. First sack of the day for Carolina. Pushes them back.
Yeah, and this time, Cam, they kind of sitting back and not allowing, the short and intermediate routes anymore, and able to get their pass rush going, and it's going to be 2nd and long for Florida.
2nd and 14. Go ahead, Eddie.
It's right up the gut, Cam. Immediate pressure.
Nickel look here for Carolina's defense. Cochran again takes the underneath route. That's Blackwell. Justice Blackwell leads the team with 3 receptions in terms of receivers. Boletsky's got 4.
Yeah, not the team is exactly exploding offensively. I kind of expected things to start off slow despite the success of this Carolina offense because Florida, they got a Hall of Fame coach over there even though he's in retirement.
3rd and 10. Slants nearly picked. And I think that was Martin again getting his hands on that, almost his 2nd interception. And that ended up in a mess for Florida. They'll have to punt.
It did, and now Carolina's going to get some decent starting field position after this punt and looking to tie this ball game up here before this first half concludes.
Mark Martin nearly had his 2nd. Jay Ringgold and Drew Hamilton, already 2 players this season with 4 picks in 1 game.
It's crazy out here, the SFL. Meanwhile, Arizona is struggling to force turnovers.
That wasn't an opening to talk about Arizona, but you took the opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Bunt is away. They came after it. Couldn't get to it. Avalos back to return from the 38-yard line. Sam gets it up to the 40. Pushed back. 7:32 to go in the first half. All right, Eddie, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you, Cam. I mean, without you, there is no SFL.
Oh,
so
that's not what you said before we were public.
Cam, mad is not the term. I would use upset, Cam. No, you know what? Better yet, disappointed, Cam.
You disappointed in me. That's worse.
There you go.
That's far worse. First down for South. Dumps it off and picks up 3. That's DeSantis' second grab of the day. Second down.
And you can see the difference in philosophy here between these two teams defensively. Florida playing a bit more aggressive than Carolina is right now.
2nd and 7. Prasad going out for this play. Heavy look. McDaniels up to the top of the screen, the only receiver. Split backs in the backfield. And South's going to throw it, and that's out to DeSantis. And DeSantis has 5 yards. Vince DeSantis leads all Skyhawks in receptions with 3.
Imagine that, but I'm sure at some point, Harish Prasad and Heath McDaniel is going to have something to say about that.
This has been a pretty good adjustment from Carolina without Logan Jack in the game. 6:40 to go. 3-back set here, 3rd down and 2. There's 8 in the box for Florida. They're going to hand it off, and yeah, they were crashing, and that's not going to go anywhere. 4th down. Oh, another person hurt. Oh, it's Hanzo. You got to be kidding me.
You got to be kidding me. And Harish Prasad is on the sidelines about to have a stroke, Cam. He just cannot believe it.
I don't think I've never seen a fullback and a running back get hurt and say, oh, man, he got popped.
Yeah, he took a shot to the knees, Cam. Oh, the bad luck for this franchise just continues.
Well, what's interesting now is, Eddie, is there's no backup fullback.
No, so it's probably going to be the third tight end is going to move into the fullback spot,
That
Cam.
would be, yeah. I wonder if Zoma would move over. I guess we'll find out, but Carolina getting ravished here in the first half, hanging on, only down 7.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to wait for the injury report, but hopefully it's not going to take him out for the rest of the game. And the chat erupted when Hanzo went down.
First down for Cochran and Minson, and that moves the chain.
Moves the chains, but Carolina coming out in that 4-3 defense continues to bail out of there. And I'm just starting to wonder how deep their defensive playbook is this week, because their mission is to try to keep everyone in front of them and contain them.
Hand off to Beletsky. Hendershot got there first, but the team collects them, including Shervan Prasad there at the end. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7 coming up.
Art Vanderlei is in the SFL YouTube game chat speaking of a possible bounty on the Carolina offense.
Yeah, I don't think so. 2nd and 7 at the 30. Oh, Beletsky stopped in the backfield. Who was that? Shervan Prasad.
Yeah,
I believe I can fly coming out of nowhere. Phil Hall in the backfield. Carolina swarming Beletsky here in the first half. He's averaging just 2.7 yards a carry.
And Prasad came into this game, Cam, 2 tackles for loss shy of passing Bailey Baca all time. He's now tied with him with 70.
Bailey Baca, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9 at the 28. And Cochran is sacked. It's Phil Hall again. Second sack of the half for Phil. Crack a cold one. Carolina's defense gets another stop.
Crack a cold one indeed. And although they have players down on offense, the defense continues to go out here and play hard and hustle. And they're playing through the whistle, Cam, and they're going to give the ball back to their offense.
Joseph Wade beat. Straight up beat by Phil Hall. Avalos back to return to punt. This is going to be pretty good field position for
Yeah.
Carolina. And some room to return. Avalos breaks a tackle with a spin and then is planted at the 47-yard line. He's slow to get up. Paulie Truth on the tackle.
A lot of hitting going out there, and the truth shall set you free. And Paulie was looking to send him to the sidelines.
Benjamin Warner's got 2 touchdowns for Portland in the Fleet. Trying to make a comeback. That game's now a 3-point ball game in the third quarter. 4:40 to go here in the first half. Carolina down 14-7 with 2 offensive players hurt, both in the backfield. It's all on Matt South. They'll flip it out to Grimes. Grimes will pull ahead and pick up 6. Evan Carroll finally brought him down, and Hanzo's done for the day.
Done for the day with knee tendon, and you saw it, Cam. You saw him reaching for his knees as he got cut down, and that's just starting. The backfield for Carolina is now out for this game.
2nd and 4 at the 47. South and the boys still moving it. Again, 8 near the box, but Grimes going to get a first down to the 43-yard line. And you could tell, I mean, it is scheme, Eddie. They put Grimes in a good position to succeed.
Yeah, we talked about it pregame, Cam. I mean, they come out and they plan on running the ball, between the tackles, and they've done a great job of doing so thus far, even with the backups in. I was trying to get a number on who that was to replace Hanzo and could not see it.
We'll keep an eye out for that. 3 wide. South going to change the play. 11 of 16 here in the first half. South will fire it near side. Pass caught by Harish Prasad. Pickup of 6 to the 37-yard line. Francis with the tackle.
Is it just me, Cam? Does Harish Prasad look a little bit more slender this season?
He's already upset. I'm not going to comment on the man's weight.
Okay.
You look good, Harish. Second and 4 at the 37. 7 in the box here for Florida. They back off, rush 4. Sawyer got there first. Deep ball caught. First down. The 18-yard line. 19-yard pickup by Heath McDaniel Jr. Carroll and Francis there on the combo stop.
Carolina just entered the SFL red zone, Cam, or as they like to call it, the green zone, looking to put points on the board and tie this game up here late in the second quarter. Great catch by Heath.
First half clock running down. Great drive.
It is.
Here for Carolina. 1st and 10 at the 18. 3 minutes to go. South, pump fake. Nearly throws a pick. Adam Jones coming up out of the slot, knocked that away.
And you saw the route. It was like a hitch and go, and you like to see him just sit down in the zone and just have to throw it back court, kind of run an auto and just throw it to him right there. But he continued on his path, and that ball is lucky not to be intercepted.
2nd down and 10 of the 18. 2:57 to go. Handed off to Grimes right up the middle, and Grimes got a great block from the tight end, now playing fullback. And I think you were right, Eddie. That's the 3rd tight end, Greg Richardson, in for Hanzo, 6'5", 255, and it's 3rd and 2.
He's going to need all of that now that they're here in the red zone, because it's just only going to get tighter. Look at this defensive look.
Balls at the 10. Grimes can't get it. 4th down. That's the difference right there.
It is, and you saw Florida combat this by bringing a safety down in the box. One too many men to block. They can't block all of them. Carolina, Matt South should have auto out of that play, and they're going to go for it on 4th down here, Cam, or at least try to draw them off sides.
Just before the 2-minute warning here. 4th and 1. I'll have some more time to think about this. 2 minutes to go. 14-7. Close one here at the I in the Atlantic Division. Well, they've thought better.
Yep.
They'll let whistle. Kick from 26. Whistle Jones, 26 yards out. Chip shot, that's good. 14-10 your score.
14-10. Carolina on the road is hanging in there. That's about the best you can expect out of this, being on the road against a 3-time champions and to be within 4 points of this ball club right now. I'm sure they'll take it.
Jones will boot it back with the wind at his back. Blackwell from the goal line. And Blackwell stretching that out, but Carolina, nice job on special teams. Will hold him short of the 20. More poor field position for Ron Cochran, who's been deep in his own territory 3 times this first half.
Yeah, he's been dealing with it throughout this first half, Cam, and yes, no matter where you start, you got to take advantage of it, and let's see if they can put some points on the board here before the first half ends.
First and 10 of the 19, 14-10. Florida on top. Cochran will get it out quickly to Beletsky, who gets ripped down by Prasad after only a 3-yard gain.
Number 99 was playing like he had a rating of 99 with that tackle, Cam. He almost took Bullett's head off.
Bullett's got 15 touches in the first half, and his longest play from scrimmage is 11 yards. It was on a pass. 2nd and 7 at the 22. Cochran going to throw again. This time over the middle, and Blackwell may have just dropped it. Defender flashed in his face, and I'm not sure that he saw the football.
Yeah, and that time I think it was Ford Cloud. They actually sent one of their corners running up to the line of scrimmage, bumped the receiver off the route. He had to look elsewhere, Ron Cochran that is, and he's lucky that ball was not intercepted.
Now it's 3rd down and 7 for the Florida Storm. And Cochran will fire it, and that is incomplete. Knocked out Galliano, the intended receiver. It's another 4th down, and there's still some time here in the first half for Carolina to go down and get another score. Florida is now 1 for 6 on 3rd down, 0 for 3 in the second quarter.
And that time it was cover 12 coverage, Cam. The difference is that all the defenders are keeping their eyes in the backfield at the quarterback, looking for something underneath, and they were able to bat that ball away and force a punt.
Oh, the punt goes over the punt at Agrippa's head, and it's a safety, and Carolina's going to get the ball.
They're going to get the ball, and they're going to get a free, what they call it, a safety kick. I think it's called a free kick, and they're going to get great field position out of this too, Ken. They get the 2 points, and when's the last time you seen that happen?
It's been a year or two. Now it's 14-12, and Carolina can't say that they've gotten all the bad breaks today.
Yeah. Here's the free kick. They're going to get good field position out of this.
And that went off the side of his foot, only to the 36, and on the return pass midfield. And it's a first down to the 47-yard line. On that return was Mike Odinson, the 4th receiver, coming up as that ball came off the side of Agrippa's foot there. You could hear the crowd kind of groan at it.
Yeah, they saw what you saw, Cam. But here we got 1:04 left. Carolina has all 3 timeouts, looking to take advantage of this situation. Pair slot right.
First down for the Skyhawks at the Florida 47. Wild first half. This is out to Grimes, and Grimes picks up 5. They're going to go no huddle. They need something else out of this.
Yeah.
South, 50 seconds. Nope, it's back to Grimes. Got to get out of bounds. Cannot. No timeout. 3rd and 3.
No timeout. 3rd and 3. 90Z quick has a great play, but not when time is against you.
Here they are again at the Florida 40. This has been the problem of the day for Carolina. South's got nowhere to go, and he's sacked. What a disastrous end of the first half of the Skyhawks. Stoneville in there to get a half.
Yeah, disastrous indeed. They had great starting field position. All 3 timeouts with just over a minute to play, and they get nothing out of it. Florida's defense rallied and to help out their offense here just now, Cam.
They don't have to snap it here.
They don't have to, and you would hope that they would not, but they do.
Trying to pad the punter's stats. Get another one inside the 20. Bounce to the
Look
one.
at that.
Scrub that off the board. That's the end of a very interesting and exciting first half. Carolina down Logan Jack, down Hattori Hanzo, is only down 2, 14-12. And we will keep it here for the start of the second half.
14-12, and wow, talk about a quick halftime break, Cam. It's like they just went to the sidelines, got a breath of fresh air, took a sip of Gatorade, and came right back out here.
You nobody got time for that. Start of the third quarter, fourth quarter in Portland, 23-17. Charleston's lead has narrowed. They do have the football. Avalos, nice spin to the 25-yard line, and chance for Carolina to hit the reset button. That, all things considered, that was a pretty good first half.
It is, Cam. And I want to go back to Sam Avalos for a second. He's had a couple of nice returns, Cam, and I would not be surprised if he broke one at some point, the way his special teams unit has been blocking for him so far.
Matt South under center. They'll start the half. Oh, is somebody hurt again?
Oh.
That's it. McDaniel's hurt. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness, Cam.
I have never seen this.
No, and you can see he took a shot in the back right as he was making that out cut, and he is down, and we'll just get a report. Oh, look at this replay, Cam. Yeah, I'll be surprised if he comes back because he took a shot right there in the back. And they are now down 3 starters, including their number 1 wide receiver.
The ironic thing, Eddie, is that Harish is very healthy and in the game.
Yeah.
But that
I'm not even going to laugh at that one again.
He's the number 1 wide receiver now, back in his old position. Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Everybody, everything's falling apart around Carolina as Sawyer makes a tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 11.
Cam, have you ever seen a game in which 3 players from the same team went down? I don't think I have.
I think it's happened a couple times, but not all on the offensive side of the ball, and not the high-profile players that we've seen lost for Carolina. I mean, they are just getting decimated. 3rd and 11. Matt South, deep ball passes. Caught! Put the team on your back, Harish! First down to the 42.
And they're going to need a lot more of that if they're going to find a way to come back and win this game. Harish coming up with a deep 50-50 ball on that play. He woke up and said, OC, hold my beer. I got this.
Tackle at the end of the play for Florida. Made by Christian Paul. We just had backups galore out here making plays. Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. South still making it happen. Quick shot over the middle. That pass is knocked away. Tony Zoma, the intended target. It's actually a pretty nice throw. Let's take a look.
It was a nice throw. It was a bang-bang play. He got hit before he's able to reel in and secure the football, Cam. You see it right here. He got his hands on it but was unable to reel it into his body. And as a result, it gets knocked away.
Ryan Tobin, who moved to linebacker this season and who leads Florida right now in tackles with 6, broke that one up. 2nd down and 10. South's going to go out of the gun with 4 wide. Matt South fires it down the middle of the field. Caught. First down to the 39-yard line. That is hauled in by Tony Zoma, and South is diversifying his portfolio.
He's going to need to, and Zoma was slow to get up on that play count. For a moment there, I thought he was hurt.
Matt South looks like he's bulked up this offseason, doesn't he? He looks good.
He looks good, but yeah, I mean, between him bulking up and Harish losing weight, I don't know.
1st and 10 to the Florida 39-yard line. Trips off the left side. And South going long. It's caught again by Harish Prasad of the Florida 20. First down, Carolina.
Harish has woken up and has woken up this Carolina offense, who are now within field goal range and able to take the lead, but they got bigger dreams, Cam. They're looking to put 6 on the board.
Harish Prasad, 5 catches, 66 yards on 6 targets here in the ballgame. Handoff. Grimes has some room, picks up 6 yards to the 14.
Wow, he was able to split both defensive tackles there, courtesy of great blocking from his center, who was able to push his man off about 2 yards up the field. And Carolina, second and short.
Second and 4 at the 14-yard line. Carolina's taken the first 3 minutes of this second half off the clock. Grimes pushes 2 different players. Tobin and Black ahead of the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to see what Hattori was talking about, as he's been getting good push up front between his center and 2 guards throughout this entire contest, Cam.
First and goal for Carolina at the 10. South back to pass. Sawyer applying pressure. Sam Avalos tackled at the 2-yard line. Davidson saves the touchdown.
Hair slot right, one of the hardest plays to defend in the entire SFL, because you have to play the short stuff while they also got a man running on a skinny post. You got a running back running to the other exterior on the flats. It's just a hard play to cover, Cam.
J.W. Doyle in the chat, the Carolina Expendables are killing us right now. Second and goal at the 2. South to throw, again. Short throw, and it's incomplete. Oh, man, Ryan Davidson should have had that one, and he would have been gone. Dangerous ball looking for Avalos, third and goal.
Hair slot right again, but Florida comes out and goal line, and they got a corner over there playing a short zone, and you're right, Cam. If he holds on to that ball, he's running into the other end zone right about now.
High formation, third and short, has not been kind to Carolina today. 2 receivers, top of the screen. South going to throw. South, end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Francis, and a drive that gets all the way down to the 2, takes 4 minutes off the clock, ends in nothing.
And Cam, I'm going to tell you something right now. I haven't seen all of Florida's games this year, but they came out in a 5-2 defense. I don't know if they showed that on film or not this season yet, but I bet you Carolina wasn't ready for it, because I wasn't either.
Man, a field goal does so much for you in that spot. Gives you the lead.
And confidence.
Cochran just 73 passing yards in this game, 10 of 14, 3 backs in the backfield for Florida. They'll hand it to Boletsky running right. Boletsky cannot get out of a tackle. Excellent job in the backfield. McDaniel Jr. is out with a knee injury. That's 3 different knee injuries, and David Ware was the man to make that stop on Bullet.
And you just feel for this Carolina franchise, but you don't have time to think about that right now. As players, you got to find a way to go out there and compete.
Second and 8 of the 22. Cochran back to pass. Again, flips it out to Boletsky. And again, Boletsky is wrapped up almost immediately. 3rd and 5, Mark Martin and company on the stop.
3rd and 5, and you got a great opportunity right now to force Florida, and who's in 3rd and long, to punt this ball away. Can they do it?
The clock stopped. I didn't realize they called him out of bounds. I thought somebody was hurt there for a second. 3rd down and 5 of the 25. 4 wide for Florida. Cochran's got Boletsky to his right. Cochran to throw, slants, middle, wide open. They all backed out, Eddie, and that's a first down to the 36-yard line. Carolina just gave that up on 3rd down.
They did. It was actually cover 12 again, like they same play they used to get him off the field the last time. But this time, they, like as you stated, they backed off the line of scrimmage, pre-snap, and easy pitch and catch for this Florida offense.
Carolina's defense will have to fight another day. 6:12 to go in the 3rd. 14-12. What a game. Florida's up 2. Wide open, caught Stephen Bush. His first target of the day as a first down to the 41. Carolina had the spot route covered, and Bush was wide open.
You're right, Cam. And wow, you're starting to get kind of good at this. 50X spot is what was dialed up. It's intended for the X receiver to kind of do like an in and out kind of 7 route type of move, and they covered it up pretty well. But he kept his eyes downfield and hit his target.
1st and 10 to the 41-yard line. Cochran going to throw again. Cochran hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Pressure applied by Christopher Colon, and it'll bring up second down. And Eddie John Trusen was stopped at the 1-yard line with 2.5 minutes to go in the Portland game. They go for the field goal instead of going for it, and then they elect to onside kick it, and they did not recover.
That's tough.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line for Florida, halfway through the third quarter. Cochran deep drop back, and Cochran fires short over the middle, caught by Minson. 8-yard gain will set up a 3rd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
And Cam, I'm not quite sure what defense that is. It looks like full cloud, but they continue to blitz the corner, and he has a mile to go to get to the quarterback. I'm not quite sure what their intentions in stopping that is.
3rd down and 2. Florida's 2 for 7 on 3rd down. They converted the early one on this drive, and this pass is caught. That's another 3rd down conversion. Blackwell, 1st down to the Carolina 23. Eddie, we're under 5 to go in the third. Each team's only had the ball once in the second half.
Yeah, this third quarter is flying by, Cam, and these long extended drives by both teams, Carolina was unable to produce points off of it. Stopped with an interception in the end zone. Florida looking to make amends and get some points on the board.
1st and 10 of the 23. Cochran going to throw again. Lots of passes from Ron on this drive. He got smacked, and Boletsky ran out of room at the 21.
Yeah, Cam, you hit it right on the head. They have kind of ignored Bullet here lately, and as a result, this defensive line can begin to peel their ears back and just take a beeline to the quarterback. Bullet looking at the sidelines at his offensive coordinator saying, hey, feed me the ball.
2nd and 8 at the 21, 4:20 to go in the third. 4 wide here for Florida, protecting a very slim 2-point lead. Cochran to throw it out to Bullet again, and Boletsky made one man miss, got to the 15, another 3rd down coming up. Boletsky is very slow to get up. My goodness, but he pops up at the end of it.
And if he had not gotten up, I can assure you, you're right with that replay. He was very slow to get up. And had he not getting up, I'm sure Carolina would have had no sympathy for him.
Boletsky just 29 yards on 11 carries. He'll get it on 3rd down and 2, and that is the third down conversion of this drive after Florida was 1 for 6 in the first half.
Yeah, and perhaps his offensive coordinator heard us, Cam, because he's starting to get a lot of attention here with this offense.
First and 10 at the 10. 3:20 to go in the third. Carolina's long drive ended in an end zone pick. Cochran's long drive ends in a touchdown. It's E.J. Minson, and Florida's up 8.
E.J. Minson coming in with his 4th reception of the day. This one results in a touchdown, and Florida now has a 2-score lead.
Boy, Ron won't put that on his career highlight reel.
No, he won't.
That was rough. I mean, hey, all he cares about is the touchdown, but man, that was rough.
It was, and looking at that replay, the linebacker over there had 3 receivers in his area of the zone. He didn't know who to cover. That's tough for a linebacker.
Snap is down, and the extra point is good, which is important because it makes it a 2-score game. 21-12, and even though it's a 9-point game, the margin is just razor thin in this one, separated by that interception that Carolina threw on their last possession.
Yeah, I mean, the way this game has played out, Cam, it's been a very defensive-minded contest, and sometimes that 2-score lead could seem like so much bigger than that. Deep in the end zone.
Yeah, deep from his own end zone will get it out of the 20-yard line. Here's some stats from today's game. Carolina with more total yards, passing yards, and the rushing yards even despite Logan Jack being out of this game. It's really just that turnover. That's it.
Yeah, the turnover. I mean, turnovers, they always loom large, Cam.
But Carolina, for all that they have lost, have done a wonderful job staying in this game as Grimes picks up 2 to the outside.
Picks up 2, going to be 2nd and 8, and Carolina, with this third quarter winding down, they might have to start getting a bit more aggressive here and start looking for Prasad deep downfield as they did on that last drive.
Prasad's at the top of the screen. Avalos is in the slot. McDaniel Jr., Hattori Hanzo, and Logan Jack all out of this game, and that pass is picked off. Yep. Read by Ryan Davidson. He saw it coming a mile away.
He saw it coming a mile away, Cam, and like I said, that's the difference in this game. You can see right here, it looks like cover 2. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see what the corner on the other side of the field was doing, but yeah, they just sat on it. And for the second time today, I believe that same defense results in their second pick.
And Charleston lost their first 2 games by a combined 4 points. They have won by 3 points in Portland and send the Fleet to 0-3. Charleston has Vancouver next week. They did not want to enter that game. 0-3 as Beletsky gets stopped for no gain. Charleston gets the win 23-20.
Charleston, they out here on a mission. They made the playoffs for the very first time in their they got their first playoff win for the first time in franchise history last season. Looking to build upon that this season, despite changes in ownership.
2nd down and 10 to the 17-yard line for Florida. Handoff to Beletsky, and Beletsky is held up. There is just nothing there. This is the best I have seen a team play Beletsky in a really long time.
And this is the best that Carolina's defense has done all season. They come into this game giving up 30-plus points a game, Cam, and to hold them right now to 21 and, keeping Beletsky in check is impressive.
Beletsky 2nd in the league coming in, averaging 7.2 yards a carry, as that pass is caught by Stephen Bush, and just Ron Cochran, a difference maker in the second half. He is dialing up everything they need.
He is dialing them up, cover 12 yet again, and he has time back there because his offensive line has done a great job of protecting him, and he's able to find 2nd and 3rd, receivers in the route.
1:20 to go. If Carolina can, well, either way, it's just going to be a 2-score game, even if they do give up a touchdown. But the defense would really like to hold them to 3 here, get a moral victory. 7 in the box for Carolina. Beletsky, the lone man in the backfield. Cochran going to throw again, and it's caught one-handed for a touchdown. Menson's 2nd.
Well, and they tell receivers, once you get this deep, near the red zone, be prepared to take big hits if you want to get paid. And he comes up with a big reception there for a touchdown despite the big hit. Able to hold on to the football despite having to extend his body. Look at that, Cam. Extended his body, knowing he's going to absorb a huge hit, holds on to the football, and Florida is starting to run away with this one.
Glenn Hendershot was there in coverage. Again, it's still just a 2-score game. You need a couple 2-pointers as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this offense explode. Like I said, they come into this game first in points per game. So it's not over yet, but they're going to have to start opening up the playbook a bit here offensively.
I would argue that a long drive here to shorten this game, as long as it ended in a touchdown, might be even better for the Skyhawks at this point. Cochran is red hot in the second half.
He is, and they also give their defense a chance to rest.
Avalos return to the 20.
Avalos looked a bit slow there. Perhaps he's fatigued. He's not used to getting this many reps during the game, Cam.
Yeah, he definitely has seen an increased workload. That last pass that was intercepted was intended for him. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here in the second half, Ron Cochran has just one incompletion. He's 9 for 10, and Matt South hit as he threw. That pass is incomplete. The one thing we haven't seen in this game, Eddie, is Dominguez still sitting on
Yeah.
199.
He's been sitting on it. He almost had 200. I believe it was Carolina's first drive, Cam. He almost got that 200 career sack, but he hasn't sniffed a quarterback since. He's getting double teamed a lot.
Second and 10 at the 20. 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Grimes, and Grimes will pick up just one, so now it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that play was designed to go out wide. It was not there, forced to cut back inside, and that's, as a defense, that's what you want to do. You want to bring him back to your help. He comes back inside, and the help of the defense is waiting for him. 3rd and long.
Our last block of the day has been pushed back. The kickoffs will be 5:30 and 5:50 Eastern time as South's long ball is over the head of Harish, and they go 3 and out, and this game's starting to get away from him now.
Yeah, Stoneville rushed that throw. He threw it before he wanted to, and the receiver did not have a chance to fully get into his route, and that's going to force a Carolina punt.
Got plenty of interested parties in this game on that last block. Tom Rahman, Rochelle Colston on stats. And Tazzy Blackwell, and of course Eddie Gage, LA, Arizona. Still yet to play here in week 3. Florida nearly blocked that punt. And they'll return it up to the 44.
Florida looking to put their foot on the necks of this Carolina team with a score here, Cam. Carolina not giving up yet, though.
Still a 2-score ball game. The defense has played pretty well for Carolina, but they have not been able to stop Cochran in the second half. Deep drop for Cochran. This time he's going long, and it's caught. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
E.J. Minson is catching everything that moves here in the second half.
Despite the tough hits, he continues to absorb them, continues to come up with the football. Ron doesn't throw the ball deep all too often as a lot of other quarterbacks in the SFL, but when he does, he tends to hit his target.
End of the third. Florida 28, Carolina 12. Tough to fault the Skyhawks on this day. They've been hurt from the start. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Tazzy Blackwell, Eddie Gage, Tom Rahman, Rochelle Colston, Cameron Irvine here with you in Fort Lauderdale. Carolina looking for a momentum turn, and that's not going to do it. Bullet Boletsky, first down to the 18, pickup of 10. That is Bullet's longest run of the day.
Yeah, they've been holding him in check pretty much all game. He's only got 42 yards up to this point, so got to be proud of the efforts of this Carolina defense containing this running game. It's been the pinpoint passing of Ron Cochran that's hurt him.
10:40 to go. Cochran hit as he threw. It does not matter, Eddie. Stephen Bush, pickup of 10, first down.
Ron Cochran is locked in right now, Kim. He's dialed in, making some tough throws under the rest all game. He's been pinpointing receivers, hit him right there on his outside shoulder. No chance for that ball to get picked off or deflected. Ron Cochran just dialed in right now, Cam.
Pass caught, touchdown, Pauly Truth.
And guess what defense that was again, Cam? Just pitch and catch at this point. I understand you want to take away the deep ball, but at some point you got to be a bit more aggressive. Pauly Truth getting involved in your offense, Cam, the backup tight end.
Pauly Truth's got a touchdown. E.J. Minson's got 2. And Florida has outscored Carolina 20-0 in the second half.
Yeah, at some point, I hate to say it as a competitor, as an athlete. Well, I'm old now. I'm no longer an athlete. But as a competitor, at some point the injuries just take a toll on you. psychologically, you don't have your best talent out there, so it's just a lot to take on. And considering that they had a game plan of running up the middle against this Florida team, which they had success doing, it's just tough to overcome.
Florida will kick it away, 35-12. That's football, right, Eddie?
Yes, it is. It happens to the best of us.
Sometimes it doesn't matter. Just not your day. There's a flag. That's going to move them back.
Yep. Sometimes it's just not your day, Cam. I remember back when I was with Houston, and we defeated Chicago in the playoffs. I believe the final score was 13-7. You know, every Garrison had a pick six, and we were riding high. The locker room was hot. You know, everything was going our way. And then the very next weekend, we got blown out the gym, off the field, I should say, against Denver.
I don't think you like Denver very much.
I know. I can't stand them.
They have frustrated you for many years now as
Yes.
Grimes gets the handoff. Grimes picks up 4.
Grimes looking good out here today, Cam. He's making a good representation of himself.
Yeah, they've really done a nice job putting him in positions to succeed. Next week, Carolina's got Portland. Talk about desperation. Portland, another close loss today. They're going to come into that game 0-3. Carolina at 1-2, but they won't feel like it, given how this game has gone. That's going to be an important game for both teams. And Grimes can't pick up anything. Florida goes all the way west. They're going to take on L.A., so they're interested in how L.A. looks against San Diego coming up at 5:30 Eastern.
That should be an interesting game, Cam. Florida traveling to L.A. L.A. is playing with a purpose so far this season, so it should be a good one.
South, deep shot. That pass is caught. Harish Prasad, another grab. Gets it to the 38-yard line.
Another grab for Harish. He's been targeted 9 times today for 84 yards. Yet to reach the end zone, but give that man an A for effort.
Leaped up over Evan Carroll's got a pick 6 today.
Best route runner in the SFL. Don't at me.
You know you want people to at you. Don't you have a whole show about people atting you?
Yeah. Some of the questions I get in that, Cam, I'm telling you, I don't even answer some of them.
8:25 to go. Carolina playing out the stretch here. Down 35-12. South's pass. God, what a ball from Matt South. That may have been his prettiest throw of the day. Avalos with the catch.
It may have been pretty, Cam, but my goodness, I was nervous for him. I didn't think that ball would get through that traffic, but it did. He had about 4 swarm defenders. 4 Florida defenders around him. Somehow he comes up with the catch.
2nd and 1. And up wide open. Grimes running on the beach out there. First down to the 48. Grimes is slow to get up, and he finally gets up.
He better get up, but they don't have a plan B. It'd be a backup tight end back there receiving a handball if he can't come back.
Might be Harish. Remember Gabriel Manning's touchdown? Still the only wide receiver in league history with a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I remember that.
South fires it out to Grimes, and Grimes picks up 2.
And you can tell that Florida had a game plan of attacking this play because it's a play that tends to get dialed up a lot once you put it in your playbook, and Florida's been all over it today, particularly in the second half.
.702 to go in the 4th. Florida will continue to be the thorn in Carolina's side. 0 for 3. DeSantis picks up a handful, gets a 3rd and 2. Carroll on the stop.
DeSantis, as the backup tight end, found a way to come up with his 4th catch today, and he has a touchdown. I'm trying to get my backup tight end, Jay Hayden, more involved, and it's just a difficult thing to do. I'm going to have to get St. Louis a call and figure out how they do it.
St. Louis feeling pretty good today.
Yes, they are.
Statement win over Atlanta. And that's not the fault of Grimes. Nobody was getting out of that. Alex Dominguez may not have his 200th career sack today, but he does get a tackle for loss, and he gets up and he says that was the quarterback, right?
Well, he's getting up and looking at his offensive line because Alex, along with the gentleman next to him, got out of his stance before the offensive line did.
Regardless, Carolina got to punt it away, and almost a terrific play made at the end. Is that Martin? Martin.
Yeah. If he would just found a way to slow himself down or bat the ball backwards, that would have been a fantastic play. One day we're going to see that in the SFL, Cam. Someone just bat the ball backwards or something on that.
Something crazy.
Something crazy. Sooner or later.
I'm sure we've seen it before, and we've all just forgotten about it. Cochran to throw. And has Stephen Bush. No catches in the first half for Stephen Bush. He's up to 4 for 54 in this second half. 23 for 28 now, 24 for 29 for Ron Cochran.
Well, that's because his agent, called the coaching staff at halftime and says, hey, we are playing under one-season contracts, and you got to get my player the ball. He wants to get paid this offseason.
Well, you got to like the adjustment that, that Florida has made. This just wasn't Bullett's day. They really did a nice job keying on him, and they really kind of, as Bullitt gets a nice move for a first down. But even still, his longest run is still 10 yards, and, Florida made the adjustment to go to Cochran and the weapons, and it paid off for him.
They've done a great job of containing Bullitt, but like I said earlier, Cam, Ron Cochran, the guy's won 3 championships. He's been around. He's seen it all, and he's made some pinpoint passing today through some tight windows.
Cochran going to throw again. This time dumps it off to Boletsky. Almost looked like a backwards pass there and lost a yard in the end.
Did he not have come up with that catch, Cam? That would have been ruled a fumble with it being a backwards pass.
So if you missed it earlier, 30-minute delay in the last games of the day. Of course, this game ran a little over, had some technical difficulties. And I can only do so much. But San Diego, LA starts at 5:30, and at 5:50, Arizona and Las Vegas. That's Eastern time. Boletsky gets another reception. That is his 10th grab of the day. 26 total touches. Bring up 3rd and 5.
No need to force it when you got a 23-point lead, Cam. So they just dumping it off to Bullitt, let him pick up what he can, and efforts to hopefully move the chains.
Florida 1 for 6 on 3rd down in the first half, 4 for 4 on 3rd downs in the second half. 3 wide for Cochran. Florida milking some clock here, down to 4:03. Cochran, deep drop, fires to the middle. That is caught, and they are 5 for 5. Stephen Bush moves the chains.
It's going to sound like a broken record, but once again, they're in quarters coverage, and Florida is just taking advantage of it by sending receivers underneath on crossing routes and digs and moving the chains.
Huge shout out to Mark Lopez with the next level stats this season that we are collecting. Check out this stat, Eddie. Yards per play for Florida. 5.1 in the first, 1.4 in the second quarter, 8 in the third, and 6.8 here in the fourth.
They're 3-time champions for a reason. I know they don't have Max Paul coaching this team anymore. He's up somewhere at home drinking Gatorade or pina coladas or whatever else. Who knows? But I'm sure that when they need him, they can make a phone call and say, hey, we need help in these areas, and he's more than happy to help out. What do you think he's drinking, Cam?
I don't know. I don't know Marty like that. Could be a Mai Tai. Could be Coors Light. Could be anything. I have no idea. Maybe he'll let us know in the chat. Unless he's on a beach somewhere. Bullet. Side swiped. Lost 2. Ryan Ray with the stop.
This defense, you got to, give credit where credit is due. They've done a great job of containing this young man thus far today. Cam, you talked about the convention. We've seen it in the ticker. that displays at the bottom of the screen about the convention and possible locations. We got any word yet on how close that is to being finalized? Because I want to start go ahead and booking my flight.
Yeah, we had some things fall apart this week on us, and so trying to get that. I probably worked about 4 hours a day all this week on that, and we'll get that announced as soon as we can. It's been frustrating as Vincent has a first down. They're now 6 for 6, Eddie, on third downs. That's your 2-minute warning. That is not a happy man over there.
No. I will add this, Cam. Should the convention happen to be in the greatest city on earth in the summertime, Chicago, I will come back home about 5-10 pounds heavier than I left.
That will be a lot of fun. Not only being there, but seeing you have to deal with that. Carolina takes a timeout.
You know, just thinking about Beggar's Pizza, Italian Fiesta, Home Run Inn. Come on, I mean, the list of pizza just goes on and on of places we can stop and get. No, Nashville, come on. Nashville and pizza, nah. I'll take a Chicago pizza any day of the week. You know, I'm not a fan of the deep dish though pizza, Cam. I'm more the thin crust type.
They got, now I know deep dish is the staple in Chicago, but they do other types of pizza well up there? Just not
Thin crust, you name it. Come on, Cam. We got it all. It's the best. In the summertime, Chicago, Cam, is the best place to be. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, that's a good endorsement. 3rd and 14 at the 49. Carolina exhausting their timeouts. This game just got away from them, Eddie, and really it felt like it was that end zone interception that let all the helium out of the balloon as that pass is incomplete. I mean, going back to this, people aren't going to realize this unless they watch the highlights, but I mean, 7 minutes to go in the third, Carolina was about to take the lead.
They were. I mean, like you said, you know, even if the ball falls incomplete, they can kick a field goal and take a 1-point lead. But it was not to be. It reminds me of the game last week between Atlanta and Arizona. We were leading that game, and suddenly we threw an ill-advised pass that was intercepted, and we just could not recover the momentum from there.
Florida punting. Avalos on a return. That's something we haven't seen in this half at all, Eddie. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. That's Florida's first punt here in the second half.
Meanwhile, Carolina, since the interception, 15 plays, 43 yards, and another pick. A couple of punts.
Yeah.
Oh, what could have been. Well, this is one of those games, Eddie, where you just got to throw it away if you're Carolina. You know what I mean? I mean, this isn't. If you're Portland, you're probably frustrated because you didn't get to see this team at all offensively, what they truly are and what they're capable of. I mean, we're talking about the number 1 scoring offense in the league coming into the game, and this is an unfair representation.
Especially when talking to Hattori Hanzo, and their focus was to get the running game involved.
Avalos with the catch. One minute to go. See if South can help the scoring average here. Grimes with a check down.
I'm going to make a few phone calls to my Chicago peeps and see if I can set something up for you for that convention.
There you go. Timeout, Carolina.
Your last timeout, Cam.
You know, we try to do the convention right. We try to do it big. You know, Eddie, give the people something. If they're going to be traveling all over the country, give the people something unique and interesting for them everywhere we go. That pool in Houston, woo, that was nice. Special.
I didn't get any, Cam, because I can't swim. And
it was 3 feet deep.
I don't care, Cam.
Picked off by Evan Carroll. That's going to do it. What a day for
That's going to do it. You know, Cam, I'm going to tell you a secret that not everyone knows, but as a child, I almost drowned, and the lifeguard was too busy flirting with someone to pay attention, and it took a good Samaritan to get me out of there. And ever since then, it's been all mental. My dad has tried to teach me, the military tried to teach me, friends, and it's just not happening for me. It's all mental. Although while on a cruise, my wife did teach me how to tread water. So if I start drowning, I won't go down. I can stay afloat, but I won't get anywhere. I have to wait for someone to come and get me.
You've got that drowning block like I've got the biker block. I got on that bike first time, 2 wheels, ran smack dab into a brick mailbox. I ain't getting on no bike.
A motorcycle or
No. I was 4 years old. No, that's over.
Oh my goodness.
Or 6 or whatever it was. Whatever it was, nothing can fix it. I'm going 3 wheels or you can kiss something. That's it. You can kiss this game goodbye. Final score, 35-12. Florida takes out Carolina. Carolina battered and bruised today. And Ron Cochran turned it on in the second half to pull away. Florida outscores Carolina 21-0 in the second half. There are the stats. Turnovers, the biggest difference, Eddie.
It was, and I'm going to go ahead and give my early my early prediction now on play of the game. It's going to be Ron Cochran. 28 of 34, Cam, 82% passing for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. He did have the one ill-advised throw that led to a pick, but with a rating of 113.5, how can you not give that man a play of the game? He made several third down conversions on third and medium through tight windows, fitting through tight zones, and kept the chains moving, kept their defense off the field, kept the pressure on Carolina to defend them, which they could not do on this day. 35 points they give up. And Florida, despite, once again, Cam, losing that first game of the season, finding ways to win games.
Heading into week 4, the Atlantic is tightened. Florida and Jacksonville are 2-1. Carolina and Charleston are 1-2. And the margins are razor thin. Thanks to Tazzy Blackwell, Tom Rahman, Rochelle Colston on stats today. San Diego and Los Angeles coming up at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Arizona and San Diego and Los Angeles. I think I may have said Vegas. Vegas and Arizona playing at 5:50 p.m. Eastern right here on the SFL YouTube channel. As the final stats roll on, there's the pick by Evan Carroll. To seal it, I think you're right, Eddie. It's got to be Ron Cochran. He spread the ball around. Minson 78 yards, Bush 61 yards, Boletsky 45 yards, Blackwell 37 yards. And there it is. 26 of 31 officially, 218 yards, 3 touchdowns, 114.8 quarterback rating. That's it from Fort Lauderdale. For Eddie Gage, I'm Cameron Irvine. Eddie, take him home.
Arizona, I love y'all! Yo, we got a tough one today against Vegas. That defense of theirs is suffering. They got a receiving John Blaze, who's the highest paid guy in the SFL. They got a running back who's leading in about 900 different categories. It's going to be a tough one, but I love y'all. We worked hard all week. I want to thank Jay for helping me out this week, along with Will with the scouting report. Let's go get this done, Arizona, and bring home a W and get our second win in the season. Let's go get it.
No drive home safely?
Arizona, SFL, thanks for coming. Good night. And drive home safe, everybody. We out.